So about a little more than 2 years ago, New York State enacted bail reform, which was a really ambitious and audacious attempt to eliminate pretrial incarceration for most crimes. You know, people get arrested. Traditionally, they would go to jail. They'd have to post bail. If you are a poorer person, you might not be able to afford a couple $100s or a couple $1,000s for bail. So they wanted to level the playing field. That has led to backlash from law enforcement officials, from unions, from tough on crime politicians who have blamed bail reform and this sparing of many people from pretrial incarceration for an increase in crime.
So far, they got deputy warden.
If you look about a year before bail reform took effect, bail reform went into effect in January 2020. So a year before that, the rearrest rate of all people in New York City that were released pre-trial was about 5%. And a small fraction of those were for violent felonies. If you fast forward to December of 2021, so last December, about 2 years after bail reform took effect, that number of rearrests, that percentage, was a little above 4%. There were fewer people, about 40,000 or so, on pretrial release at that time. And again, it was a small fraction, about 275 or so people that were rearrested for violent felonies. The rest, misdemeanors, low-level offenses, that sort of thing. So comparatively, pre-bail reform and post-bail reform, that has been consistent or shrunk in terms of rearrests.